Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chai Together. This is your host and founder, Pratibha Day. You're tuning in for your cup of courage, hope, and imagination. Today, we have with us Godwin Wangah. Godwin is an orphanage leader from Kenya, Africa. He's here with us today to discuss the journey of a 9-year-old boy named Timothy, who's HIV positive. Godwin decided to open an orphanage rather than pursue his college education. Welcome, Godwin.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Maybe you?
Yes, I am. I feel I sound different today. Feel a bit different. Still early.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you like to talk about first?
Um, First, maybe introduce myself.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm from Kenya, western part of Kenya.
Wow.
And I'm 24, and I deal with the orphanage. It's called Jabez Orphanage. Yeah, it has 35 plus kids.
Wow.
Yeah, ranging from 4 to 13 years. Yeah, the eldest kid is 13 years. She's doing the class 8. That's next year.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the final exam next year and then joining to high school.
How big is the orphanage? What is the space?
I took a space from my dad. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so mostly they're around the compound.
What is it?
Mostly they're around the compound, my dad's compound.
Okay. What does your dad do?
Farmer
Oh,
and
nice.
a pastor.
Wow. And a pastor. Is there a church nearby you?
Well, it's like 2 kilometers.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, so I raise kids in a religious background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they grew up with knowing about God and more.
Mm-hmm. Do the kids go to church as well?
Yeah, I do go, so they are supposed to go. They are supposed to follow my footsteps because I'm like
Yeah.
their dad and their mom. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they do what their dad and mom do.
So how does your dad feel about you quitting your college education? Because it is your college education you stopped, right?
Yes.
So how did your dad feel? Was he upset with you?
I don't think so because my dad believes in okay, he believes in what you do. Like for example, like when I want to do something, he asks you, "Are you sure about it?"
Wow.
If you say yes, because he knows you are a grown-up person, he will tell you, "Okay, now what's the steps of something that you're going to do? What's the impact of it?"
That's
So after explaining everything, he will give you a chance to do that thing that you want to do because he believes that you can do that. He believes in me. I can do it best. So the time I shared out with him, in fact, I didn't share out with him. Like I can give you a brief story about how I started the orphanage.
yes.
Yeah. So I was in Form 4. Then there was a neighboring. It was funeral.
Go ahead.
Yes. So I accompanied my dad to the funeral. Then we found out that the the dad of the kids was dead, and the mom was dead. Like let me say, like 3 years ago. So the kids had no parents. There were 3 kids.
So
One of them.
I have a question. So all of these kids, their parents are dead, or is it that some parents also disown them? They left them.
Some that dead, some that disowned. Like you can get that others that from streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
So
I have
after
another
the
question. I have another question.
pardon.
I have a question.
I
So
think bad reception. You're asking something.
yes. So my question is, how were they surviving before you? What did they do?
Okay, let me say, when you go in the street and then you see the life of kids there, like even you can just you feel it, you can start crying because the life they are passing through. And I can't help all of them. I can't. There are many in the streets.
Yeah.
So like I remember the kids that I took from the street that were still too young. You get that there's a kid who's like maybe 5 years struggling for her or his own in the street, which means the kid is supposed to steal from people to get something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid's supposed to pickpocket you in the street. So that's not the good way the kids are supposed to be raised up. But they have to do it to the best for the survival. Yeah. So like I guess I was in town, then the kids came around, small kids, like they were asking me money for food, like they have not eaten like in 2 days, blah blah. So I was like, no, I can't, because if I give you today my money, tomorrow you still need money from other people, and it's not everyone that is going to give you money. So I said the only way I can help you out is to take you to my place. I asked about them, their parents, and where they stay. They told me we sleep outside in the street. So I had to take some at my home, then like that. Then I picked the 3 kids from the funeral. One of them was Timothy. His parents were, okay, let me say they died because of HIV positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the time Timothy was born, he was born with, he was positive, was affected already at the time of birth. Yeah, so right now Timothy is on medication.
Yeah.
Yeah, his health was
Expensive.
too bad.
How expensive is medication for him?
It's quite expensive. In Kenya, the government doesn't provide money for people. It's upon you to fight for your survival. Like, for example, when you go in the hospital, you get that the bills are too high. You pay almost everything. Yeah, like recently, I told you I was sick, so I had to pay a lot of money for my treatment.
What happened to you?
I do work a lot, so I guess the time I was spending a lot of time maybe in a farm, so that dust, it went to my chest, and I don't know how it works, but last year in August, I was playing with kids, then I started vomiting blood from my chest. So that's the time that problem started.
Did you get checked for cancer or anything else?
Yeah, nope.
No. Is that available?
Let me say, I had to go for an X-ray and do some checkup in the hospital. But the more steps you want to take, the more the money they need.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So, do you wear a mask now? When you go to the farm, you can wear a mask.
Oh,
you don't wear a mask.
No. Sometimes breathing can be so difficult if you use that mask so far. So I'll do that. But for the like couples of weeks, I've not been in farm lately because of my health. So I can't do like heavy work right now. The doctor, as per the doctor's instruction. So I just have to keep my lane, like to do some maybe easy jobs like that.
So how are you now? Have you vomited since that time? Still vomit blood?
Nope, I'm cool.
Okay, great.
The only thing I'm experiencing the evening pain during the cold time. When it rains, I feel some. When I feel some cold, like maybe I get some pain from my chest. So although I got some medication that they wrote for me, so I'll have to buy them and then use them.
Okay. Really, it is concerning because you may not need that medication. It may be something else, but like you said, you don't know because of the poverty, because of the lack of money to get tests done.
Yeah.
You wanted to tell me. You wanted to tell me how you started the orphanage. So let's go back to that day.
Yeah. So it's like a funny story, but also like, okay, let me say. So I escorted my dad to the funeral.
Mhm.
So after the burial, the priest asked people like who can volunteer out to take those kids or to help them.
Mhm.
And something so funny, none of them volunteered to take those kids because everyone was saying each and everyone with his own burden.
Yeah.
They were saying
Everyone for
like
themselves.
I can't have my kids, then I take other person's kids to raise them. It's so hard. And mostly, and something so was, Timothy was positive. So none of them could volunteer out to take a kid who's positive, sick. In fact, Timothy had very bad health.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to volunteer out. Like my dad was like, really? Are you serious? Out of all those people, you are the one volunteer that you are in Form 4, like you're in high school. Are you serious? How are you going to manage to raise those kids? Well, I'm the one raising you.
Mhm.
It sounds so funny. So I had to tell my dad that we're going to stay with them at home. What I eat, they will eat.
Wow.
Yeah, what you can just provide for me, I will share out with them. So my dad had to give me permission. He told me it's okay, as per you. You can just say you will take
Wow.
them. So I had to tell the priest that I want to take them. Then he was like, wow, where will you take them? While I was still a kid. I told him, don't worry, they'll be safe. Like I've talked with my dad has just agreed. So no problem.
Wow, your dad is so supportive. I love he's so nice.
Yeah. And I learned from my dad because I remember there's a time when I was in Form 2, my dad was doing we were doing the prayer and fasting, the whole family, from
Yeah.
my dad, my mom, me, and my brothers. So, the time of fasting, my dad normally tells all of us to fast. So after fasting, it was like 4 p.m. He told us that, Godwin, I want you and your brother to take some food and move around the society to look for those homes that they doesn't have food and give them.
Wow.
And
And
something so funny,
yeah.
we had less food at our home. So I asked my dad, like, are you serious? We have less food. Then you want us to take this food again, give other people. How does it work?
Wow.
Yeah, but he taught me a lesson. Like, success is not what you get. Success is what you give out.
Wow.
You know, So, people normally observe what you have done in life, but not what you have been receiving in life.
You're truly a leader. It doesn't matter what country you're in because there's leaders in every country, even if your country has a lack of something, because you have the mindset. It's about here and it's about here in your heart and in your mind. So you're doing the right thing from my perspective.
Thank you.
Yes. So I want to know, where are the kids now, actually?
Uh, there, it's Monday. They share about you like the government has allowed kids to go back to school.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So that's school. It's Monday, so they've gone to school.
Wow. And it's daytime there, right?
Pardon?
It's evening there, the time there.
Yeah. It's 3:54,
Yeah.
and mostly they
What
come out
time?
from school.
Yeah, what
They
time?
come out from school. They come out from school at probably 4:30 or 5.
Wow. Long. It's a long school day.
Yeah.
What time do they start school?
Going to school, the time
Yeah. hmm
they go at 8.
Wow. 8 to 5.
Then yes, at 8, and then come out from school at probably 5. But for those in class 8, they come at probably 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every day, the shelter that you created with the help of your dad, is that where they go to sleep?
Okay, it was last year.
hmm
I had you can't know them, the mud house.
hmm
I did share them with Kathy. So
Yeah.
I'd made some temporary houses for them.
hmm
So we normally experience some heavy rain season in Kenya
hmm
and floods. So they had to blow out and go away with those houses. So
Yes.
again, I had to redo, I had to redo coming up with another structure for them. Yeah, I guess I'll send you those pictures of
Yeah, I've
what I'm
seen
talking
it.
about.
I watched the interview with Kathy. I think it's so brilliant how you're innovative. You're an entrepreneur because you look to how to resolve the problem. And that's what an entrepreneur does is how can I solve this problem for other people? So you're an
Yeah, yeah.
entrepreneur. You're not meant to go to school.
Thank you. So
Wow.
right now, what I'm thinking is like, I just need something not temporary, but something permanent.
Yeah.
When I can come up with a permanent structure for them, which means it's a long-lasting something.
Mhm.
Yeah, but these things of temporary, you just build it for a short time, then breaks down. But I'm just working on it.
So now do they have something or not right now?
A place
Yeah.
to stay.
Yeah.
Right now, they have been accommodated in my dad's place, and I have a bit structure for them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the link in the bio as well for the GoFundMe for Jabez Orphanage, correct?
Yes.
Kathy has started that.
Yeah. We shared it. That's
Yeah.
that link is for food for the kids and the project. That's
Yes.
the house project. Yes.
Yes. And I will also be uploading the content that you sent to me as well. And I've been following you for a while now, and it's very credible. I want to ask about what you were going to study when you went to college. What did you want to study?
That's in IT.
Oh, wow.
IT. Yeah. Since I was still young, I just wanted to be like a computer programmer. Do
Yeah.
something pertaining with the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Do you feel like if you went to school, you got your degree, that you can help the children more?
In fact, more and more.
Yeah. At the time, you didn't go because the children needed you at the time, right? They didn't have anyone.
Yeah. Yes.
You, how do you feel about that now?
Okay, what I can say, the time I left out of school because of kids, like,
Mhm.
I had the heavy task, like, feeding kids at the
Yeah.
same time, paying my rent at school, paying my school fees.
Mhm.
I have to hustle out and get some money to pay my rent, pay my school fees, and maybe for me personally eating, again, sending money back home for the kids. So it was so hard for me to solve all those maybe solve those problems.
Mhm.
But right now when I can get a support, my parents normally give me a great support by helping me maybe take care of the kids.
Mhm.
So when I can get like support where I can pursue out let me say my education, then again I can be checking out kids. Like I can't go a far away school, but I can be near, then checking out kids maybe like on the weekends, see how they're doing, like that. When I'm done with that, I guess I can be able to pull down those that they need education so far.
Yes. Because from my perspective, what you're doing is great. However, there's also that aspect that possibly you going to school, getting an education, having more money can give an example for them to do the same possibly when you do it.
Yeah.
And but I understand your decision that at the time this is what your heart wants to do. This is your dream, right? The orphanage your dream?
Okay. I had three things. Not I have three things in my mind
Yeah, go ahead.
that I feel it's like burden for me that I just need to do in my life. Then
Mhm.
when I've done those things, I can be free. It's like burden right now in my heart.
Yeah.
First thing, I wanted to come up with an orphanage to help kids.
Yes.
Second thing, I wanted to come up with a hospital to help my society.
Hmm.
Then third thing, to build church for God. Those are three things I want to do in my life.
You can do it. You're going to do it. You're already
Yeah.
doing it.
when I can have the orphanage, I'm helping those kids that are homeless. Then when I can have that hostel, I'm able to help those sick people that doesn't have help, because I normally see how the government treats people in hostel. You
So
have to pay a lot of bills.
yeah, explain more about a hostel. What is a hostel in Kenya like?
Uh, okay, we have the public hospitals, then private hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
So for the public hospitals, the government normally uh, pays out maybe let me say for little amount for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, when I go in the public hospital, first of all, we have advantage and disadvantage. The disadvantages are more than advantage.
Mm-hmm.
The disadvantage is like we have more people in that hospital,
Yeah.
and then less resources,
Wow.
like no medication,
Mm-hmm.
like poor treatment, like you can get no doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are sick, when you go there, you'll be admitted, yes, but no medication, no doctors. It's like you have just going there to sleep. Nothing they serve you.
I have a question. You're saying hostels, right?
Yeah.
Hostels. They call it hostels in Kenya. Not hospital, but hostel.
But hostel and
Not hospital, hostel, right?
hostel.
Not hospital. Are you able to?
Oh, okay. Let me say, let me say, we have some terms that when you pronounce them,
Yeah.
like for you, when you want to say hot, you say
Yeah.
heart. But when you say heart, it's for me, it means heart. So
Yeah.
we contradict a bit.
Yeah. I see that. So,
Yeah.
so hostels in America is a cheap like hotel where people go to stay basically. And
Oh, okay.
yeah,
You
that's
mean hostel?
yeah, you're saying hospital, right?
Oh, okay. So you are talking about the hostel. Is it a hostel for the hotels?
Yeah, you're talking about hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there
you
you go.
asked about how are the hostels in Kenya?
Yeah.
Oh, they're cool. Let me say so. Like they range from. It also depends with the place, with the hotel you have booked.
Hmm.
Like you can get the hotel. I normally use maybe when someone is visiting me. They
Hmm.
they do pay. Let me say that's $20. $20 per night.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And, yeah, and it's cool. We have swimming pool and
Hmm.
everything. Then I guess you just book your own food. You buy what your heart needs you to do.
Yeah.
So you pay as you eat.
Yeah. We don't need to talk more about that. I thought you wanted to build a hostel. Want
Nope.
to
It's
build a hospital.
nope. That's hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to know more about the name for the orphanage. How did you come up with the name?
Jabez.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Oh, Jabez. Jabez. It's in the Bible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jabez is a person from the Bible.
Hmm.
He struggled for many years, and many people they underestimated him, and they were not able even to talk to him. They said that he's worthless like that, and he was too prayerful.
Yeah.
Yes, so I took that example because kids, the life they're passing through, many people that think they cannot make it in life.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I had to come up with that Jabez Orphanage.
It's perfect for what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. So I want to go back to Timothy. So Timothy takes his medications consistently. So is this what he has to do for the rest of his life, being HIV positive for him?
Yes, yes, he has to take the medication each and every day.
Hmm.
in the whole of his life.
Doesn't. What happens if he does not?
The immune system goes down.
Yes.
Yeah. So the advice you use the medication. The medication is like a boost.
Yeah.
Those let me say those drugs they consist of some nutritions, more like let me say vitamins. So they boost the health. They
Yeah.
increase the cells in the
Yeah.
body to fight the disease.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't learn the so
You're knowledgeable.
yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. So he has to use those drugs for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Now, have you come across any instances where some kids have passed away or at a time where you couldn't help a child?
Um, yeah. This this year January,
Mm-hmm.
this kid I used to help out. Then this guardian came out and said, no, I want to stay with this kid. Then after 2 months, the kid died.
How?
So it was so complicated. Like the kid became so sick, the changing of environment. Then you see, like that. I guess overworking. Guardian is not someone that maybe is just there to use you. Most people like they cannot treat you as a parent. That's the first thing. So he's still a kid, and maybe yeah, he's doing a lot of work, like daily. He was not going to school. So that guy came to me saying that he's a relative to that boy. So he told me that he wants to stay with that boy. So I had to allow him to take the boy back. So the time he was staying with the boy, like he was harassing him, working him, like that boy even he was not eating during daytime. So he became sick. So I got the late information when the boy is already in the hospital.
So at that time, how you didn't know if he was a relative? There's no proof that he was a relative. He was using the kid. So could you have brought him back?
So the time I heard about that, I wanted to go and take the kid back.
Yeah.
Then I found out the kid is in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to work on that, like when someone is already in the hospital, there's nothing you can do. Like you just leave it to God and the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So abruptly the kid had to pass away.
Wow. Because that is child abuse. And from
Yeah.
what I'm hearing, a lot of that happens there because they need workers. They use, of course, in other countries as well, like India, Thailand, like there's child labor, child workers. And is there a lot of that happening there? It's
Yeah.
very common, right?
Yeah. It happens. Let me say we have some classes. Let me say the rich people, middle class people, the poor people.
Mm-hmm.
So the poor people serve the rich people.
Yeah.
And if someone is rich, like we have others. They have good heart. They have humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you are a worker, he treats you like a human being.
Yes.
But we have those that they treat you like an animal. In fact, more than an animal. So like you overwork, they cannot pay you the salary, they they beat you out, they accuse you, like even let me say it's like let me say like you can't do anything for them. Everything you do for them is not perfect for them. Like they just see you like useless person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how like poor people are being treated. Mostly when you do work for the rich people here.
So
That's
your family, your dad being a farmer, is that middle class, more well off, is better?
uh and not really. Let me say
Mm-hmm.
in Kenya, like people that have money, mostly the politicians,
Mm-hmm.
because they get a lot of money from we people, from the civilian people. So I don't know. And then
Okay.
those people that are being employed,
Mm-hmm.
they get the payslip, though it doesn't have a lot of work in Kenya. Like you can get someone with their degree earning something like $150 per month, $200 per month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which that money, maybe in America, someone works in 2 days or 3 days, but now in Kenya, someone works $20 in a month, and you have used your own transport, you have been eating
Wow.
lunch, you have to pay rent, so
Mhm.
it's worse. So I don't know, but my dad, I don't know where he lies. He's not rich, so I
Mhm.
don't know.
No,
But
not
let me
rich.
say he works hard.
No, not
Yeah.
rich, but good. You're doing better than the poor. That's more poor than you, right? Because
Yeah,
your
yeah,
dad, yeah, your dad has, he's a farmer. You guys aren't on the streets. I'm saying you're doing better and you're able to help the kids.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's average, it's considered middle class, right?
Yeah, you know what I say, when you can have something where you can sleep,
Yeah.
rest, wake up
Yes.
in the morning, you
Yes.
breathe healthy, you
Yeah.
get something to put in your mouth, then you are okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what my dad says. Have some shelter, food, water. Those are the necessities of life. You know,
yeah.
um, I want to ask about the kids going to school. The kids, is school free there for the kids?
We have public school and private schools.
Okay.
A public school, we have some funds we normally give out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like we buy books, buy everything, buy uniform, then pay some little amount for them
Mm-hmm.
before they start learning. Pay the examination money. Private school, you pay everything, and it's too expensive.
Okay.
You can get that in a town in public school. The expenses can be up to less than $100
Mm-hmm.
per kid. But in private school, in a term, you can get expenses goes to the $350.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is the cutoff limit for the orphanage? So right now, what ages do you have children from what age to what age, and when do they have to leave the orphanage? Have you thought about that?
Um, they range from 4 years to 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly, I can't just, when I just tell them maybe like they're 18 years and tell them that move out from my orphanage, like, they still doesn't have anything to work on it to get some income. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when I'm working, like when I can get anything that I can start up that can make them get some income from me, it's
Mm-hmm.
also good. Or maybe when some are educated, they can be employed.
Yeah.
So that's why we are coming up with a school, and that school is not only there to teach out the normal education, but with extra co-curriculum activities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I want them to improve their talents.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you doesn't have a job, then you have a talent. You must rely on a talent. You can sing, produce music, get some your own income. That is it. When you can be athletic, then you can start running around, competing with others. Like we in Kenya, we produce the best athletic sofa. So you
Wow.
can be athletic, get your income. That is it. When you're a dancer, you can be like that. When a footballer, that's footballer, the soccer. So the school, I just wanted to nurture mostly on talents for the kids, apart from the normal education.
There's a few things you want to do. So have you written down the things you want to do? Because I know you want to open a hospital, you want to open the school. There's something else you wanted to do. But what is the
Yeah,
first thing? Like, what is your first priority? Is your first priority the
school,
orphanage,
school.
the school? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the school. The school, in fact, the school is what we are working on right now.
Wow.
Yeah, like I have a friend from Iceland
Yeah.
who visited me in Kenya, and we had to buy a land for the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're making the bricks for the school.
Yes. Wow.
So right now we have two projects going on: the water project and the school. we have the problem with the water in our society.
Yeah.
So I had to tell him about the water project and the school, which means water will be served in the school, kids to have the clean water for their health.
Yeah.
Then I will supply that water to each and everyone in the society to help them.
Yeah.
So that's what they call success. You know, when you help the society, they see like there's something this kid is doing in our society instead of doing something for your own.
And then the government would be more inclined to help you when they see that you want to build a school. The government would help you, or no?
Oh no! In
No?
fact, they need some tax on me every month.
Oh, okay.
They're so hard for us. When I start up the school, first of all, I have to pay for the school structure. Like I have to pay for the school structure. I have to pay, like they will come and ensure that I have water, I have the latrines, like they'll check everything. So I'll have the tax to pay every year for my school again.
Yeah, that's normal for a business. So how do you see your year coming to an end? What is it that you really desire now that 2020 is coming to an end?
Okay. Yeah, main thing with me is only seeing other souls happy, changing people's life.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I just need. You know, I don't need to make myself happy, but when they are happy, I'm happy. Yeah. Then anyone around me to learn from me.
I like it. It's only good vibes. Where can people find you? Tell them you're
Okay. That's Facebook, that's Godwin Wangah. Yeah. Then, but I rarely use mostly email because Facebook is easy to reach out. But email, you can write email, then I can get it maybe for the next day, like that. Yeah.
Tell them about the orphanage link.
Pardon?
The orphanage link.
The place or maybe the website?
Yes.
Yeah, I got the website. It's called, but it's a bit, you know, the person who opened the website for me is from Iceland. So he added some Icelandic words, which is so hard to pronounce, but it's jabez.hunehunfujot.com.
Wow. I'm going to add
So I guess,
that in the bio.
yeah. So it's a bit complicated because it's some
Fun.
Icelandic. So
that's okay. You're doing great, and I look forward to your progress, what you're gonna do next, and
thank you.
Never give up. Is there anything?
Yeah.
Any more wisdom you'd like to share before we wrap it up?
Okay. What I just want to shout is like, okay, you know, what I can tell people, just do what, you know, pleases your heart. Yes. Just focus on what you do, you know, is all about not giving up in life. You know, it doesn't matter when you have money or doesn't have money, but when you have vision and then you are focused, one day you shall overcome that. So that's what I believe and that's what I trust in it. And for anyone maybe willing to know more about the orphanage, visit the orphanage, support the kids, the door is open. That's what we need. And mostly they can be connected through you or Kathy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the easy way, because for you, like right now, you know me, so it's easy for you to tell them who is Godwin.
Yes.
Yeah. So for anyone who's willing to support the kids, should pass through you or Kathy, and we'll appreciate.
Your message is wonderful. I like that you said to hold the vision. You know, you hold your vision. I really like that. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Then you should plan and come in Kenya.
Yes, I will come to Kenya.
Yeah, you should plan and come over with Kathy. She says she'll come, so you should plan and come.
I will come. I will come to Kenya too with Kathy. Okay. Not
yeah. Okay.
Not now. After, you know, when we're out to. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we have the corona, this COVID-19 cases, so it's so tough.
Yeah. And I would love to have you back to do another interview with the kids and, show us around a tour, a video with the kids and everything
Yeah.
else. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Okay. I normally have the every month interview with the video call with the Kathy.
Yeah.
So we can plan the every month. We do
Yes.
both. When I finish up with Kathy, I do with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay. So we'll talk about it, and then the end of this month or the end of this month we do it.
Sure.
I show you the environment and everything, the place the kids stay and
Yes.
how they eat.
I would love that. And I would
eat
love an
lunch.
update. I would love an update on Timothy too.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
It's okay. Okay. Thank